Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 17th May 2022. Essence. Sweet children, you have been going on physical pilgrimages for the half-year cycle. Now go on this spiritual pilgrimage. To stay in remembrance of the Father while sitting at home is the wonderful pilgrimage. Question. What one thing about the children amazing the Father very much? Answer. You were stumbling around for this property and calling out for the half-year cycle. The one who gives this property has come, and yet after you belongs to him. You then divorce him, so the Father is amazed by this. While moving alone, some children fall instead of ascending. Question. Which children receive very good alarm from the Father? Answer. The children who very carefully look after the sacrificial fire of the Rudra created by the Father and who constantly follow Srimad receive very good alarm from the Father. Song. Our pilgrimage is unique. Om Shanti. You spiritual pilgrims heard this song. You children are spiritually pilgrims. Those people who go on pilgrimages are called worldly pilgrimages. Those physical pilgrimages are continued for the half the cycle. You have now also have been going on pilgrimages for the birth after birth. They go on physical pilgrimages and then return home. This is our spiritual pilgrimage. Those people are physical guides. You are spiritual guides. Who is the master of the your guides? The incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is called the originally Father of the Pandava army. You know that you are bodily conscious and the Father has now come to make you soul conscious in order for him to take out the souls back home. You are now on spiritual pilgrimage. It is not a question of using your physical organs in this. When you go on the pilgrimages, they always remember pure, but when they return home, they indulge in vice. It is household who go on pilgrimages. The path of isolation is in fact different from the houseland religious. It is always Brahmins who take people on pilgrimages. There is the song, we went around in all directions and yet remember distant from the Father. The Father is now making you pure in order to take you on this pilgrimage. He will take you to the land of liberation and the land of liberation in life, and then you cannot come back to impure world. They go on physical pilgrimages and then come back and engage themselves in dirty business. On pilgrimages they are ever for imbibed in become the angry. They especially did not come impure during that time. It takes time 3 or 4 months to go on the pilgrimages for all 4 directions. You souls now know that you are now going there for Parandam. The Father's direction is remember me as much as possible. This is the pilgrimage to the land of liberation. You are now going there. You are residents of that place. The Father tells you every day, remember me as much as your sins will be absolved and you will be continue to move forward. You go on this pilgrimage while sitting at home, and so it is a wonderful pilgrimage, is it not? All your sins are burnt away with the fire of yoga. You have been going on physical pilgrimages for the half the cycle. At first there were the unadulterated pilgrimage and then it becomes the adulterated pilgrimage. It is Shiva alone whom you worship at first. You then worship Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, then Lakshmi and Narayan, etc. Now they worship everything, cats, dogs, bubbles and stones, etc. The father explains children, all of that is worship of dolls. They don't know the occupation of Shiv Baba or the deities. Dolls don't have any occupation. Not to know the occupation of Shiv Baba is like worshipping stones. However, some of their desires are fulfilled. There are no physical pilgrimages in the golden age. Where could temples etc. come from there? This is the corrupted world. They consider themselves to do the impure, which is why they go to the baths of the Gange. The significance of the Kumbh Mela has now also been explained to you. This is the true influence. It is remembered that souls and Supreme Soul remained separate for a long time. The beautiful meet takes place when you find the Sadguru. The Sadguru, the purifier, comes and meets you in the form of the agent. He doesn't have his own body. He gets your souls engaged to him through this agent. That is, he gives you children his introduction. Children, I have come to take you on the pilgrimage to the land of peace and then send you to the pure world. You children know that the Bharat was pure. Was that just one, the original eternal deity religion? The Aryan religion did not exist. There are the Aryans and un-Aryans. If the deities are said to be the Aryans, who ruled in the Arya Samaja religion? Those who are civilized are said to be Aryans. At this time all are un-Aryans, uncivilized and uneducated. They don't know Bab Dada at all. The highest on high is the Shiv Baba, and then there is Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Then Prajapita Brahma, the father of the people. Therefore, Jagadamba, the world mother, is also the mother of the people. The creation of the Brahmins takes place through this one. You are adopted children. Who adopts you? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You know that you are his children. However, you forget the father and they become the orphans. No one knows the occupation of the God, the Father. The Father comes and takes such a once pure. It is the Father who gives you children teaching and for the purity. You now have to remember the place where you go to now. Maya repeatedly makes you forget. This is a battlefield. You belongs to the Father and Maya then makes you belongs to her. This is a play between the God and Maya. Some are amazed from the belongs to the Baba. They listen to him and then run away. Maya too is very strong. No one apart from the Father can teach you the battle using the power of your intellect yoga. By having yoga with the Almighty Authority Father, you receive strength. You know that you will become the pure and then return form. You have taken those bodies in order to play your parts there. You have have the 84 births. This is the short and but great, benevolent confluence age of the final period. All of you Ganges of the knowledge have emerged from the ocean of knowledge. The Father says, continue to remember the Father and your lifespan will increase and you will become the immortality. There will never be untimely death for your future 21 births. You automatically shades your body when it is the time for you to take another one. Stay in remembrance of the Father while walking and moving around. You make you this world pure by having this remembrance. The Father has come to purify you. The sapling of those who were deities will be planted. They have now been becoming the Sudras and some have even been covered for their religions. All of them will continue to emerge. All have their own sections here. to all of your own customs and systems. The sapling of the original eternal deity religion is being planted. Those who had become the Brahmins first are the ones who will come. You cannot come deities without first being Brahmins. If you don't believe the Brahma, you cannot claim your inheritance from the Shiv Baba. Those who belongs to the deity religion will definitely come into the Brahma religion. You have now become flowers from thrones. You don't cause sorrow for anyone. The greatest enemy is the Ravan. The enemy is the five vices of the incognito. He has been making everyone fight for the half the cycle. He made them fall and also made them impure. The Father has now created a sacrificial fire. The unlimited Father has created the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, into which everything has to be sacrificed. The soul is sitting on the horse body. The name is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of the Rudra in order to claim sovereignty. Such a big sacrificial fire has been created for the establishment of the heaven. You know this world is now to be transmitted. You have this incognito in your hearts. Baba has created a sacrificial fire and it is to be looked after very carefully. Those who follow Srimad will receive very good alarms. If you took after the sacrificial fire well, you comes to the masters of the world. You have been stumbled around the searching for this property for the half the cycle. The Father has been come and give to you, yet same children diverse such a Father. Therefore he is amazed. You brides used to sing, I will surrender myself to you. Now that is I have to come. You belongs to me and then you divorce me. Then instead of ascending you fall. Those who ascend taste and sweetness of the heaven, whereas those who fall. So there is a difference between the Prime Minister etc. pure natives. Therefore you should also make efforts and climb the kingdom from the Father. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. They have used Krishna's name for this. All of those things are scriptures etc. have been created the path of devotion. There is only one God and this is called the purifier. No one called out the land of the peace or the land of happiness. Therefore, you children should have fully incognito. There is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. No other sacrificial fire will be created after this one. Those people created physical sacrificial fire for the finishing the calamities. The Father finishes such a big calamities for the half the cycle. None of those sages or the holy men knows this. They have put Krishna's name in the Mother's Gita that was spoken by God. You have caused people because the intellect yoga is now connected to Krishna. Krishna doesn't say Manmanabhav, constantly remember me and I will get you back to me. The Father sits here and make you worthy. He makes you beautiful from the ugly. You become ugly and now Baba has come and into the makes of beautiful and worthy of the heaven. Keep Baba in your intellect as you walk and move along. If you are able to have this stage constantly, your boat can easily go across. There is health, wealth and happiness. You are claiming such an inheritance from the Baba and so you should remember him very much and also follow his teachings. You have to change thrones into flowers. You are now becoming flowers. That is the garden and this is now the forest of the thrones. The name of Akshura, Bakasura, etc. are the names of the devils who exist as the confluences. Everyone is to be uplifted. Those who study and teaches others and continue to follow the Srimad will claim the inheritance from the Father for the 21 generations. You will become constantly happy. It is now your 100% of the ascent. Then your degrees continue to decrease. By this time all your degrees have been ended. Your sings, I am virtueless. I have no virtues. The Father is called merciful. He comes every cycle at the confluence age. When Bharat becomes to heaven, everyone will be happy. You children now have to follow Srimad, not devilish directions. The Father says, you have been blamed me for the most. You either say that I am beyond the name and form, or that is I am very practical. All of this is fixed in the drama. You have now become the knowers of three aspects of the time. You know the Father and then claiming your inheritance from Him. There is now going to be bloodshed without cause. All the calamities will be without cause and many will therefore die. On the path of devotion, they create so many images of the deities. They spend so much money, they create images of the deities, worship them, sustain them, and then sing them. Therefore, that is the worship of the dolls. Look at the type of the images of Kali they created. There cannot be the person like that. While you are sitting here, you are on the pilgrimage. Even while sitting on a train, you are the spiritual pilgrimage. Your intellects are engaged on the pilgrimage. If your intellects are not connected in yoga, their time is wasted. The Father says, don't waste your time. Your time is very valuable. Don't let even a second go by without earning an income. The Father inspires you to make full efforts. Baba has created this sacrificial fire in order to make the world into heaven. Continue to say Baba, Baba, and your boat will be crossed. You are Brahmins and you have very big responsibility. The Father says, children, become soul conscious. Don't cause anyone sorrow through your thoughts, words and deeds. Become very sweet. By becoming angry, you do a lot of disservice. No one has become complete yet. The evil spirits are very bad. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and the good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for the Parana. First point. The time is very valuable, therefore don't let even a second to go without earning an income. Make full efforts to remember soul conscious. Second point, remember the Father as you walk and move along with and make your strong stays. Become very sweet, don't cause anyone sorrow. Blessing. May you finish all the waste and climb number 1 by using the right method and become the embodiment of the godly success. Just as darkness is automatically dispelled with light, in the same way, by using your time, thoughts and breathing in the worthful way, all waste automatically finish because of something in the worthful way. Means to use for in the elevated purpose. Those who use everything for the elevated cause conquer all the waste and climb number 1. There are successful putting stop or full stop for the all the waste. This is godly success. Those people with occult powers shows the temporary miracles, whereas you achieve godly success by using the right method. Slogan: those who uplift the one who blames them are the knowledgeable souls. Om Shanti.